Okay, folks, here's a quick review of the Darth Vader figure that was produced by Hasbro as a part of the Star Wars The Black Series line of 3 3/4 inch scale action figures. Okay, this is the second time that Darth Vader has been released in the Black Series 3 3/4 inch line. This time around, we get Darth Vader as he was seen in the final moments of Revenge of the Sith, when he was on the bridge of his Star Destroyer observing the Death Star's construction with the Emperor and Grand Moff Tarkin. Okay, the articulation joints move pretty well for the most part. I did have a little trouble moving the wrist joints, but that was overcome pretty readily with some repeated movements. Darth Vader has articulation in the head, shoulders, the elbows, the wrists, the waist, the hips, the knees, and the ankles. The head moves up and down and side to side. The shoulders move in and out, and 360-degree movement is possible. The wrists spin 360 degrees, and they can also move up and down. Ankle pivot is present as well. The cape and sash that you see him wearing, those are made of soft goods, and it's not an unyielding form of plastic like we've seen in the past. And the mask and helmet is all one-piece construction, so it doesn't have a burned Anakin Skywalker head sculpt inside of it. Now, on a side note, I do have to stop for a moment and comment about an issue that's been plaguing this figure, notably that it falls apart when posing it. Now, on other YouTube reviews, it's been shown that the head pops off of this figure very easily, and in some instances, it even separates at the waist joint. And that's a big problem. Thankfully, I didn't have an issue with the waist joint falling apart on my figure, but the head, that was a different story. However, here's how I fixed that problem. When the head popped off on my figure, I noticed that the cape fell off as well. So what I did is I aligned the cape in such a way that the ball joint was exposed all around its radius, and then I reattached the figure's head while making sure that a bit of that cloth cape was in the neck joint. As it turned out, it made for a tighter fit, and I haven't had another occurrence of the head popping off. Even though I was able to fix that head joint separation problem on my figure, it's very irritating that this problem even exists, and I have to, once again, question the astuteness of the quality control department at Hasbro once again because of it. This shouldn't be happening on any figure, especially considering that the prices on these 3 3/4 inch figures, as well as 6-inch scale figures, they've increased steadily in the past 3 years, and I really don't like seeing that. Anyway, enough of my rant. The paint apps, they were done pretty well for the most part. There was some paint missing on the shoulder adornment, but it's hidden under his cape, and it's not really all that noticeable because of that. Unfortunately, the right side of his helmet also had a noticeable chip, and that detracts from its appearance. So let me pause here, zoom in, and I'm going to give you a closer look as to what this Darth Vader figure looks like. Okay. Alright, Darth Vader did come with 2 accessories in the package, so let me take a break here and I'm going to show you what those look like. The figure stand that you see him standing on was not included in the package and was purchased by me separately. Okay, and here are the included accessories. His lightsaber in both activated and deactivated forms. Now, unfortunately, as we saw with the Luke Skywalker figure, this deactivated lightsaber hilt does not peg into place on Darth Vader's belt. And once again, I was very disappointed to find that out. Okay, what I'm going to do now is a quick 360 of Darth Vader for you and let you see what he looks like from all sides. So here he is from the front. Here is Darth Vader from the left-hand side. Here is Darth Vader from the rear. Here is Darth Vader from the right-hand side. And finally, here we are once again facing forward. So overall, this isn't a bad-looking figure. However, I have to be honest. Seeing this figure fall apart, just barely moving his head, or as others have run into, seeing the waist joint fall apart, that's a very big concern. And once again, as I said, I have to question the quality control department at Hasbro's headquarters. Also, having the ding in Darth Vader's helmet on my figure, that was also disappointing to see. However, the articulation joints are plentiful, so getting good action poses with this figure, it shouldn't be a problem, provided he doesn't fall apart. So, therefore, I can't say that I can really recommend this update to Darth Vader, and it only gets a borderline good recommendation from me. Now, if you do decide to add this updated Darth Vader figure into your Black Series collection, I hope that you don't run into the issues that I did with him. Because I'll be honest with you, that kind of crap, that's inexcusable. Anyway, on that note, take care and stay tuned for my next review. Have a good one.